What is of more importance? What is of greater effect? The two spies who believed, or the 10 spies who didn't? I have promised you. I have given it unto you. I will fight for you. And the way to victory has already been made. But who will you listen to? Will you receive the good report and rise up as a nation and take your promised land? Or will you listen to the lies, to the discouragement? Because this is a lie that rooted in the enemy's work. The enemy has said, you will not take the land. The enemy has said, go back to Egypt. That's where you've been. That's where you were born. That's where you grew up. Why would you want anything different? But they don't see the promise. They don't receive it in their spirit, because if they did, they would have run. And you've seen how powerful and how quickly I gave victory to Joshua and Caleb. But it was only after those who had doubt faded out from view. Are there 10 righteous in the land? I will protect her for 10 righteous. How many righteous are there in your land, my children? If you look, you will see them everywhere. Those who really do believe what I say and have received in their heart. This word is for you, America. The promise is there. The promise is that you can be a great nation once again for me. A great nation once again for me. But do you believe? Or would you rather doubt? Would you rather cower in fear and wallow in your smut? Would you rather enjoy witchcraft and sorcery? Would you rather enjoy worshiping the works of your own hands? Would you rather bow down to your idols, those idols that are all around you? Or would you rather now bow your head and fall your face to the ground and cry out for mercy, America? For I have given you my promise. Abraham knew that I was going to bless him and the whole world through his offspring Isaac. I met him, I talked to him. He heard me and he believed, and it was credited unto him as righteousness. So when the day came and Yahweh said, give your son Isaac as a sacrifice to Yahweh, he went in full assurance. Do not believe those depictions where he was doubtful, but rather he had heard from me, and he believed, and he received Isaac back in resurrection. This is the kind of faith I'm looking for, my children. Faith that what I said I will do, It's as simple as 1 + 1 = 2. It's not difficult to have faith, but you have to listen to what I'm saying to you. You have to believe it in your heart. You have to run with it. You cannot trust in chariots and horses. You have to trust in the name of Yahweh, the Lord, your Elohim, the God of Israel. I always brought my servants down to the wire. I always challenged them. Sometimes they had to have the knife already raised, about to plunge down to give that sacrifice. But my daughter, my son, my children, how long? How long? For the whole creature groaneth and travaileth for its redemption. This earth is like a top spinning out of control, wobbling, teetering. If you've ever seen a mad bull, it doesn't even need to be in a china shop. Men run in fear because it's a wild bull, and he'll gore you, he'll trample you, he'll tear you. My children, you don't need to be afraid, even though I may bring you to that point where your own Isaacs need be slain. Because I'm looking for that faith, that resurrection faith, that even if I take it away, I will still fulfill my covenant exactly as I say. On this day, my children, you will see. Did enough. Bow on bended knee. Did enough rise and follow faithfully the man that I have given to stand and lead with integrity. Many times nations have fallen, and they always fall because of sin. But there is a seal of gold upon you, my children, and it is a seam of gold running through this country. It is gold. It is precious, and it's faith-filled. It is confident and believes in Yeshua. There is gold in them that are hills. And this is to be a city on a hill, a beacon to burn bright and to be valuable. I am with you no matter what happens. I am beside you. I am speaking always the word of conquer, the word of faith, the word of victory, because I am nothing less than victorious. I am Yahweh Sabaoth, ruler of all forces in the universe. And when you're on my side, you don't need to fear. I will always care for you and fight for you. Trust not in men. Men are weak and men fail. Trust not in horses, because they have their own mind. Trust not in chariots, because they cannot save you. Only Yahweh, your Elohim, the God of Israel. Extol him that rides upon the heavens by his name, Yah. My son and daughter, you've received it. It's in your heart. It's in your spirit. Bishop Dominique has received it. It's in her heart. It's in her spirit. So many of my prophets and my pastors and my shepherds have received it because they believe it. And that confidence and that faith, that victory has gone forth as a cry to the Americans from one sea to the prairies, to the plains, to the mountains, to the oceans, to the islands of the sea. Let it resonate. Victory, victory, for the Lord our God has seen our plight and has sent a deliverer in the songs in the night. This is my promise, my sons and daughters. Go forward from this day, knowing that Yahweh has promised, and there is a land flowing with milk and honey, and I give it to you now, my daughters and sons, even as I have given it through Yeshua. You do not need to see victory in the natural as much as you need to see victory in me. You do not need to follow the polls and watch the results as much as you need to be grounded in my promises. For I, Yahweh, your Elohim, have promised you victory, and in the mountain of Yahweh it shall be seen. And I am your provider, protector, healer. I'm your shelter. I'm your shepherd. I am your cleanser. I am the present one who is always here to help you in your times of need. I am never far away from you, my children, because this is my name. And I hold you and love you and care for you. I will slay the wicked underneath your feet, says Yahweh Sabaoth, because I am the Son of Righteousness. Worship Yahweh Sabaoth, for I am the ruler of all forces in the universe. Be careful once you go into the promised land that you don't forget the God of Abraham. Be careful once you have sung and danced and celebrated and received and believed that you don't turn away because you've trusted in the arm of a man or of flesh or of your religiosity. These will not cut it when the lawless one arises. And indeed, you are very close, my children. There will be great fear. Do not forget Yahweh, your God, who has given you all of this and will give you more. Just be faithful and follow me with humility and integrity. My word is the perfect judge of all the decisions that you make because it judges your heart. And you can very easily look and discern what is wrong and what is right. How easy is it to see the difference between these two presidential candidates running for office? How different is it, my children? One says, I can't do it without him. The other says, I will do it in spite of him. I'm looking for a broken and a contrite heart. This I will not despise, not only in the leader, but in all those who are citizens of the United States of America. Broken and contrite heart and trusting in Yahweh, your God, the Lord your God. These are what I give to you, my daughter and son. These are what I declare to you, my children. Rise up. The work is yet to be done. Joshua came, and it didn't take too many days, and all the enemy was crushed underneath his feet. Receive this, my children, because I still have great purpose for the United States. Like the shadow that goes on to the surface of the earth when clouds come in between the ground and the atmosphere. The sun shines bright, but then the clouds come and they create the shadow. And those who are in the shadow feel like it's dark and it seems not so nice. You like a bright, sunshiny day. But here I say to you, my children, just because you feel that it's dark where you are, doesn't mean it's dark anywhere else. You're just under that cloud's shadow. So recognize and discern that where you stand, it's relative to you. You may not feel the warmth of that sun where you are, but the cloud has covered you. But recognize it's only a perceptive illusion, an illusion that's based on your perception, your situation and location. And just because it feels cold and it seems dark and not very nice where you are, doesn't mean that the sun is not burning bright somewhere else. I am the Son of Righteousness, and I arise with healing in my wings for you, America. You shall trample down the wicked underneath your feet, because I am Yahweh Sabaoth, and I have decreed. Go now. There's a world to win, and there's not much time left before the revealing of the man of sin. Look up. The fields are ripe. The harvest is plenteous. Who will go for me? I'm looking for you, my children, that you give your all to me so that you can effectively win the lost for my name's sake. Because I'm God of mercy, God of justice, God of righteousness, and God of holiness. Mercy flows unto thee, my children, but so do truth and justice. But they kiss the Son, and you kiss the Son. Kiss the Son of Righteousness, who has risen in resurrection power. He indeed is Isaac. And you are Abraham, if you will believe that I can resurrect even this nation if it will fall on its knees. Says Yahweh Sabaoth, ruler of all forces in the universe.